working for City, blood. Yeah? Wait. Hey. What's this say? I told you there's a parade in May. I never lie.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian, bro. Come on. We've got ZAH in the building. Arsenal have won the Premier League. We've got a Champions League, but we'll discuss that, man. ZAH, we say, man. We've been through so much.
Champions, ole. Champions.
Need a bigger one, man. Need 20 of them. I need one furthermore. Yeah. Let them know, rub it in their faces.
I
Never
got
go away
one.
from that.
I got one fitting for the size of man I am, because I am a champion. I am a champion, deluded. You are a champion. Arsenal fans are champions. Deluded.
22 years, bro.
22 years. I was so, as you, I don't know if you can see when I'm backstage and all that. So when I hopped in and all that, I was just I've just been going through the moments, you know, each and every moment. So in the morning, this morning, I saw the Eduardo incident, you know, back in 2008. That was terrible.
PTSD.
Just before you logged in, I was watching that the press conference, the silly press conference that they had going on, asking Arteta I think it was beginning of this season, or it was last season. Yeah, it was beginning of this season, asking him who had a better season, you coming second or Tottenham, whatever. That stupid press conference, bro. We have been through some shit, and now finally we get over that hurdle that everybody had been questioning, myself included. I will put my hand up. I questioned if we were going to be able to do it this season at the beginning of this season. I said if he doesn't do it, I wanted him fired at the end of last season when he failed to do it the third time. I am wrong. I wanted him fired if he wasn't going to be able to do it this season, but we did it. We did it, bro. It's insane, and no one. I mean, of course, our Arsenal fans deserve it and all that nonsense and all that, but no one deserves it more. I don't even think the players deserve it as much as Arteta. The stuff that man has gone through, the stuff that man, even though we've done this, the subtle slide digs, even after proving them wrong, still coming. It makes no freaking sense. The guy has just
people don't eat humble pie, bro.
And no one wants to. People are pretending. People are just pretending like, oh, that didn't happen. He's still a bum. What do you mean? He just won the fucking league. Shut up.
He's an Arsenal legend.
How are you still even going after him after he's just proven you wrong?
Some people wouldn't have gone even if we won the league, which is total bullshit.
My brother, Arsenal. I mean, I popularized one of my boys. One of my boys said it in our group chat. I tweeted it out there. It's called Arsenal derangement syndrome. When people hear
I call it Arsenal racism, bro.
When people hear the word Arsenal, all logic, all brain, all everything just seems
they become deliberately obtuse.
Out the window. Deliberately, people decide, oh, let me stop thinking.
Fuck their validation.
Go into disingenuous mode and just start saying some of the wildest, craziest stuff that even, I mean, it's just not even really
fuck the external noise.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, Arsenal fans, enjoy this. Listen, rub it in their face. Rub it.
Really be unbearable, like they say we are.
We are unbearable. The people are singing it in the stands. We are unbearable. We are unbearable. You better crank it up. I need all our faceless accounts. Those faceless accounts aren't doing a good enough job. I need them to crank it up. The what do you call them? The well beasts and the whatever the X accounts that we have. Those Twitter guys,
social media followers.
Bro, crank it up. You guys aren't doing a good enough job. You need to be tweeting every 5 minutes, reminding them that we are the champions, deluded. We did it, bro. It's crazy, man.
It still ain't. Has it sunk in for you? Because it still ain't sunk in for me.
It being able to be around fellow Arsenal fans. Usually I'm out here in America. Usually when I'm out watching out here in America, I'm usually here in the gambling cave. I'm usually streaming here by myself, or I mean, I'm out here. It's a little different. Yeah, there are Arsenal fans around and all, but it's way different. So
Sorry to cut you on that as well, Zah. Yeah, because obviously I know you've been in London and obviously he's in
uh-huh,
America. Yeah, obviously
uh-huh,
we won the league like yourself. You know, you're a bit of an anomaly in that you're an American, but you do frequently come to England. But there's a lot of fans, not just in America, but around the world. So like,
uh-huh.
before we talk about obviously keep what you was gonna say in mind, man.
Yeah,
Before we talk
yeah.
about your celebrations here, what was the celebrations like in America? Like, what? Like, paint a picture for us that don't get to see that side, bro.
So people are guessed. Arsenal's massive here. So out of the Premier League teams, I think, I mean, I might be wrong. I think we have the biggest fan base out of all the
I think
American,
so.
out of all the Premier League teams here in America. I mean, the game when we played preseason at MetLife against Man United, that proved it. We sold out an 80,000 seater for a preseason game in under 5 minutes. The whole stadium was gone. Massive. We have how many chapters? Each and every big city here in America has at the bare minimum one chapter that is actually under the official Arsenal America blanket. They will have one chapter in each and every city. Bigger cities like New York will have multiple. So like bars, the bar that I went to was under the chapter. There's a bar in Brooklyn that's under the chapter of Queens and all that. So New York will have, the bigger the city, New
No.
York, 5 or 6. Chicago, I believe, has 2 or 3. The Globe, 10 Cat, and I think there might be another one. The Embassy. The Embassy is under Arsenal America. So Arsenal's massive. Every single big city is covered. And on NBC in the mornings, they do the little cutaways. They do the cutaways into
The
the bar
celebrations.
and all that with the hashtag. You post your picture and all. And those bars are always packed. We are massive. People were very, 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 very happy, man. It's a big club. It's actually our number one. If you ask me, I think we make our most money. The club makes its most money from its American fans than any other ones of the any other
Probably,
ones
to
of
be
the
honest.
club. Yeah. It's because it's just so. You walk in those bars, bro. Everybody has all three of the jerseys from that season, multiple. They'll have the cups, they'll have everything, bro. It's crazy. So it was good to see some of the footage. So I was on the ground at the time. I literally left. I had to go to work. To San Francisco. I had a golf thing, and I left from there. I actually watched the city drop points to Bournemouth while I was on the flight to the UK, kind of thing. So I missed. I
Perfect
wasn't on
timing,
the.
man.
Bro, it sucked. The Timber, I saw Timber and Saka. I was over there sitting on the plane on my phone scrolling, and I see Timber and Saka walking around the Emirates as I'm 1 hour away from landing, and I'm like, oh my god, I cried. I went there first and all that, but yeah, so I wasn't actually able to be on the ground to celebrate with my fellow American Gooners. But by catching up, I ended up catching up, man. I saw the pictures from like the Chicago bar. It was packed. It was crazy, and people are happy we did it. And I'm sure you've been seeing it too, man. Every corner, Far East Asia, Africa, at
Like
home.
someone said in the comments, big up all of Africa, but Kenya look mad.
Brother, it's not just Kenya. We are the biggest club on the
Fact.
entire continent. Harare we were meant to have a parade in Harare on Sunday. The police just shut it down.
Every
They'd
four
approved it.
corners of this world, like, we're mad.
They'd approved it. The police had approved it. They just shut it down. I tweeted out the notice from the police saying that we're good to celebrate. East Africa were massive. Ethiopia, Kenya, West Africa because of Kanun Wanko and them guys. West Africa, Ebue and all those guys back in the day. Adebayo, we own the continent, and then it was just incredible to see all the celebrations, and then to top it off, what was going on at the stadium. The Tuesday one was crazy. And then
I don't think I'll ever see that again in my life, you know. Unless we
Tuesday
win,
one,
we'll get onto the Champions League, but unless we win the Champions League, I don't think anything will rival that. Like, it was surreal, bro.
Tuesday night was the one that I was jealous of because I was on the plane for that. That's the one that happened organically. And I saw people, you know, you know how people are online. Oh, if you weren't there on Tuesday, oh, you know, Sunday sucks. Sunday, brother, it doesn't matter. Both was freaking celebrations. We just both won the league. Which one's better? Which one's that? I am more original than you are. That shit does not matter whatsoever. Missed the Tuesday one. I was very jealous of that. Sunday was incredible. I unfortunately was staying at the time. I know I sent you a message. I was staying. I'm staying when I'm in the UK. I stay out in Orpington, which is on the side, Orpington, Kent, which is on the other side of where the Emirates is. It takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get out there. So I had to head back at around 11. So I couldn't work through the crowd to come find you and all that when Troops and them ended up running into you. But
yeah, I see you with Troops. What did you see?
It was crazy. I ran into Kenny Ken. It was just a lot of people, bro. It was a lot of people. We got off at Drayton, I think. We came through the Drayton side.
Drayton Park, like, and it's the other side of the stadium, but it drops you right outside the stadium still.
And we weren't even we were in an Uber, so we had to actually stop before the train
station.
Oh
shit.
Stop before the train station and get on foot to walk, because they'd already started building the barriers. By the time we were getting there, because we watched the entire game, we streamed the game and watched the celebrations, and then headed over to the Emirates. By the time we were heading over there, the police were already telling people to go back. They were like, "Yo, there's way too many people at the stadium. You guys can't go there." So we had to kind of like dart in and you know, ask for favors and all that. But it was nuts. It was nuts just hanging around. I mean, it was, bro, every 2 seconds, people just random motherfuckers that I'll never see again in my life come up to me. My glasses were like muddied. They would hug me. Yo, we did it, bro. I was covered in body fluids from niggas that I've never seen in my life, that I'll never see again. It was, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it one bit, Deluded. I would not.
I'm happy for every Arsenal fan, but people like yourselves in America and around the world, like, that get to experience that, whether it's on the Tuesday, whether it's on the Wednesday, whether it's last Sunday, whether it's by God's grace, you know, well, it is going to be this Sunday coming regardless, and even better because if we do the biggies, I'm happy for people like that, because this is what we get into football for, and it's been 22 long years.
That's who I was thinking of. The guys, so people who were dying to be there, but unfortunately, because of life, couldn't. I was thinking of people like my brother, who was stuck here. He's been an Arsenal fan. My brother's been an Arsenal fan since the 80s. He was stuck here. He was stuck here at work. He having to work. He couldn't make it out to London to be there for that. You know, it's unfortunate that only 2,000 people, only 2,000 of our hundreds of millions of people were the ones that were lucky enough to be there in person to see. So you think of those cats that really, you know, didn't get the chance to get. I mean, I didn't get the greatest experience. I wasn't in the stadium, but I was lucky enough to be in the city, in London, in and around it, and stuff like that. So you think of people that have been following the team, been through the hell with you too, but could not experience that. And it was a wonderful moment, man. It was. I've never seen London like that. I've been coming to, so I lived in Luton for 2 years, and back in 2001. So 2001 to 2003, I lived in Luton. I've been coming to London very frequently. England, I've seen the whole entire country pretty much. I have never seen London like it was that 4 or 5 days that I spent there. I was there for 4 nights. It was incredible. The weather cooperated, which was insane. It was like 25, 30 degrees.
It's so like God just blessed off the football club.
Right? It wasn't raining. It was clear skies. It was, God knew, as you said, God knew the coronation was going down, so he cooperated. It was incredible, man. How was your experience? You streamed, right?
Brother, a lot of alcohol. A lot of shared moment with fans, whether it's because of obviously being Deluded Gooner and whatnot, whether it's just strangers. Bro, it's been mad. The stadium, Tuesday, Brother, I will not experience anything like that. I honest to God, you know, from the moment you come out the train station, there's the chanting, people's tops are off, there's the drums playing, there's the juice flowing, there's just everybody outside. You know, it's one thing people coming up to me and showing me love for the content, which I appreciate. But strangers, you know, there's different ages, different sexes, different races, different religions. We're all you can just see the smile in the faces, and it's not even just a parade or being around that part of North. It's just I might just wear an Arsenal top. A car drives past, they're beeping, you're hugging random strangers, you're saluting. Like you might be on the train and someone's missed the train, and you're doing all of this. It's everything for Arsenal fans, young and old, man. For the young fans, that this is the best day prior to obviously us doing that. This is the best days for them. Fans like ourselves that have been through the good times and the bad times. As you said at the start, coming into this season, we knew the gloves were off, and I'm happy that we're not having that conversation about Mikel Arteta in, Mikel Arteta out. Where do we go from here? What do we do? We did earn our luck. We did have a lot of fortune. April was a horrible month, but credit to the boys. They finished 7 points ahead of City. When it was no margin for error and they locked in. Rice said it weren't done. Arteta said it was on fire. Bro, it's amazing, bro. Sunday was amazing as well, because I was doing a watch along for Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. We watched, obviously, on YouTube. Big up everyone that was here. We watched eventually, we watched the parade. Then as soon as that was done, I made my way to Islington, which obviously where I live, you actually have to go to get on a train or anything. You have to go through Tottenham, innit? Like you have to go through Tottenham.
Oh my God.
Yes, I'm out there with my Arsenal. I'm out there with my Arsenal shirt on edge, like just
in enemy territory.
Yeah, enemy territory. Anybody tries any funny business, I'm dying on my sword, innit? Like you lot can beat me up or whatever. I'm not going out like a pussy. I'll win it. I'm fighting to the death. But even the Spurs fans, they were like, "Oh, one Spurs fan come up to me on the train. He's like, congrats, mate." I was like, "Congrats on staying in the league. I will take 6 points off you." It was amazing, and obviously it's gone from the Tottenham area, which is like White Hart Lane, Bruce Grove, Seven Sisters. After Seven Sisters on the train, it's Finsbury Park. You get off at Finsbury Park. Oh, what do you think of Tottenham? We won the league at Anfield. Just bare things going on.
On the train,
mad.
On the train, for me, on the train when I was heading back, all the way to Orpington, we were singing, bro. It was crazy, and I thought that's when I realized how big Arsenal was in London. So I
reminded everyone who this football club is.
Yeah, because you're going through areas where we don't belong. I was going from North London, Northwest London, to the complete opposite side, the southeast, and that entire route was just filled with Arsenal fans. It's crazy, which is why I was like, yo. I mean, I had the fun and all that. I'm like, the parade, if it's like this now, now the parade, I
can't lie, the parade's going to be in a good way, nasty. See, if you're not there early, you haven't found somewhere to stand early, it's horrible. It's going to be more packed than Carnival. They're saying 500,000 to 1 million people.
I just want to backtrack before I forget real quick. Well, how do you the broadcast? The broadcast. What do you think of the broadcast, bro? The parade. No, Sky. They weren't even covering our trophy lift.
Yeah, they done us dirty, man. They done us extremely dirty. Everyone was waiting because Spurs was on. They did us disingenuously. And if I'm honest, this just gives me more of a fuel to win the league next year. Because if I'm completely honest, it was a bit. I feel they've done us dirty. You know, the Burnley game, for example, it's moved. I feel sorry for Burnley fans, let alone Arsenal fans. It's gone from a Sunday to a Monday.
The rescheduling nonsense.
Exactly, as you said with your brother and whatnot, people got working lives, innit? So you've done them dirty. Obviously, the way the fixture list has panned out, in one way, it's romantic because them lot down the lane tell us to fuck off back to South, our roots. Yeah. We went and linked our cousins in South London and came back to party. But next year, I want us to, and this is why, when we had that 8 to 12 point lead, I really wanted us to go and bag it in it because we haven't lifted it actually inside the Emirates in front of our fans. I know we did our thing at Crystal Palace. I know we're going to have a parade. But the broadcast was a dickhead thing. But they've been doing us dirty. You know, the Jamie Carragers of this world, the Gary Nevilles, the people that talk about Arsenal down to the way Arteta blinks. I haven't seen any articles come out. I ain't seen no heat maps about Gyökeres. I haven't seen them questioning Saka or Rice passing the ball forward.
Let me tell you something. Don't hold your breath, my brother. You'll kill yourself. Don't even hold your breath.
But sorry, ZAH, that is something I say to rival fans. I wish we lived in a world of integrity, and I do think there's a lot of football fans, whether they're Arsenal fans or whatever club they're football fans, they'll run banter, and then you know what? they will say congratulations. Unfortunately, with social media, and I do think a lot of people are enticed with this whole social media stuff, they haven't just taken a step back and just considered what Arsenal Football Club is, which is a historically, culturally rich football club with fans all over the world. You speak to any fan, whether they're from England or English in certain classes or immigrants and whatnot, and I'm aware that fans support all clubs in it. But this was a club, yeah. You talk to a lot of grandparents or whatnot. They come to this country, they felt Arsenal was the only one with open arms and things of that ilk. And I think this was a reminder of that. But in terms of validation from rivals and rival pundits and that, you can't hold your breath. You know, respectfully to Mikel Arteta and these players, bro, I've seen them do it with Pep, seen them do it with Wenger, seen them do it with Jose, yada, yada, yada. I've seen better teams and better managers the goalpost move. We know they're going to banter us and say, oh my God, it's your first after 22 years. But you lot would have said all of the bottling crap before that. Now you're going to say, oh, you've only won it once. Can you retain it? If we go and retain it, this ain't sustainable, blah, blah, blah. You don't win a champs, that's your issues. This is why we can't seek validation. And this is why, yeah, I don't want them to rob us of our moments. And that's why I actually wanted to ask you as well, yeah, like, obviously, we hope we win the Champions League. We want our cake and eat it. We've got the Premier League. One thing I'm happy about is it's not a thing where we've gone out of the domestic cup. Somehow City have won the Premier League. We're going into this Champions League game, which could fill you with nerves anyways, but it's not sink or swim. Our silverware isn't like on the line type of thing. We've come into it with, we've got the Premier League. We're kind of cool. Let's go and do our thing. But if we go and win that Champions League, the Saturday night, I'm going to be on TalkSport. Immediately, I'm going to North London. It's going to be a movie.
And you better be running your mouth. You better be running your mouth.
Anyone that's seen, I've been on a generational run. Rants, Jamie Carragher, Troy Deeney.
That rants. That rants stream I enjoyed. I enjoyed
everyone in it. But what I wanted to ask you, like, if we don't win the Champions League, because for me, yeah, obviously it's going to hurt. But I still think for the players, it's going to be disappointing. But for the players, for the manager, for the fans, we have a duty to get over that disappointment and still have a fucking ball on Sunday. Like, where are you at with that? Because that we know that's where rivals are going to try to hit us in it. You didn't win the Champions League. For me, I'm going to say, yeah, I hear that. Come get your Prem back. We've all got 24 hours in a day. Please come and get your Prem back.
So it's a tough spot. It's a tough spot that we're in because of the World Cup. It's a tough spot that we're in where you go. You don't even have, if it goes left, that is. I'm praying it won't. I'm pretty confident. I'm fairly confident it won't go left. But if it does go left, we don't even have time to mourn. We don't even have time to mourn because there's an expectation that within what? It's that night they get on the flight back from Budapest. They're back in London that morning and they're on their buses at 8, 9 a.m. in the morning kind of deal.
Pick up the galley as well. The women's team be out there as well.
With the expectation that, you know, the fans need to get over what would be the most heartbreaking, I guess, the most heartbreaking loss in this season in a while kind of deal and head straight to a party. So that logistically, I don't know how that's going to work, which is why I pray there's only one option, bro. We have to win because we cannot have that situation going on. Did that play into my mind? Did that play in my mind kind of with the whole coming for the parade thing? Absolutely. I factored in that fact that
we're gonna be there, Dapper. Don't worry, but go on.
It's you know that it's the quick turnaround and all, but at the same time, deluded, if it goes the other way, where we do win, that Sunday, London might actually explode. So it's a tough spot.
God forgive me, bro. God forgive me. I don't know how I'm going to act if we win the Champions.
Right?
I don't know who I'll become.
It's unfortunate that the club, it's out of the club's hands with the timing of the World Cup that we literally need to get on that parade bus that day for the players to be released to go to the national teams. But you'd be lying to yourself to say that is not like a dark cloud hanging over the whole occasion, or that won't play a factor. It absolutely will play.
Now the Emirates feels like a home, not a house.
What'd you say?
Now the Emirates feels like a home, not a house.
Right. It's now got furniture in it. It ain't no house no more. It's a home now. It's got actual furniture that counts. But yeah, for me personally,
been turned on, man.
For me personally, whatever happens on Saturday happens, man. That won't change the fact that I'm proud of this team. I'm really proud of this manager. He proved me wrong. I feel bad. I feel
Facts.
bad for which I shouldn't. I'm trying to tell myself I shouldn't, because I feel like I was very fair is not the word, but living in the moment, going through all that, my emotions. I can't change my emotions. My emotions are my emotions.
You are,
If we
you are,
lose,
man.
if we lose, I'm going to be angry. If we lose 8 games in a row, I'm going to be angry and ask for you to be fired, no matter who the fuck you are, kind of deal. So I'm trying my best not to beat myself up too much about that, but he proved me wrong, and I am so proud. Whatever happens, I'm trying. It's like I want the Champions League so
I
bad.
want it so bad as well,
I
man.
want it so bad. That's the only one I've never seen in my life, and that's the one that just it's it shuts up everyone
Bro, Zaj,
completely.
you know, in the next minimum, yeah, obviously we want to kickstart and whatnot, yeah, but there's two things I ain't seen. I ain't seen us be serious in Europe, like you said, with the Champions League. I've seen us win a Premier League. I've never seen us retain it. I back us to retain the Premier League. I think PSG is a massive, hard task, but now it's about creating new
You
histories.
have
That's
to
our
win
first term of the Emirates era. And these
the
players are
Champions League.
immortalized now.
The Champions League, we have to win immediately. We have to win now. This time round, we have to win, because if we don't this time round, bro, the Champions League ain't the Premier League. The Champions League ain't the
It's a
Premier
different
League.
ballgame.
The Premier League is the best team over 38 games.
It's a marathon.
The Champions League, there are other factors that play in. It's a knockout tournament. Other factors
Even
like
our
luck.
run in the Champions League, bro.
Luck plays a big factor in the Champions League. A lot of other factors that don't play a factor in the Premier League are at hand in the Champions League, which makes that one at this moment
Harsher handball calls. Just
that
ask
much more
Benjamin White.
What'd you say?
Harsher handball calls. Just ask Benjamin White, like against Atletico Madrid, bro. It's a different kind of ball game. How do you, in your heart of hearts, do you think we'll win the Champions League? Because for me, football reasons, it's not a slight on my football club. I just feel there's a lot of obvious things in PSG's favor. They've got that headspace in that. Let's be honest. I'm not saying
really want it.
I'm not dissing the French football or any of that. PSG's remit is Champions League every year. They've got Luis Enrique, who's a madman. You see, they're rotating midfield, they're rotating up front. You know, they've got the collective individual brilliance and the individual brilliance as well. They've obviously been here before. We're a bit wet between the years. That's why I'm so happy we're coming into it with a different moment. It's attack versus defense. We're a better attacking side than giving credit for all our credit. They're a better defensive side. If it comes down to fine margins, there is issues. But then I look at it, we played them last year 3 times technically. We did have injuries in the 2 legs. We do have another year's experience. We do have that hunger of not getting it over the line. It is just a one-off. So it's like my brain is telling me, honest to God, and I hope I'm wrong, my brain is telling me we don't win. My heart is telling me, and it's maybe because I'm still high off of winning the Premier League in that we might just do it, you know. And if we do it, anyone that thinks I've been a villain, don't let us.
It's about to get cranked up. It's about to get cranked up. Nah, listen, I hear you.
Don't let us get that for you lot's sake.
I hear you, and I feel that on the margins, I think we have them just a bit this time round. I mean, last time round we played, the big factor in those people are gonna call me bitter and all that. I watched that game. I'm not trying to be emotional. I watched that game. I watched the 2 legs. The last time we played, the difference in those 2 legs. I'm not being jealous or whatever. Yes, they won and they won the league and all. The difference in those 2 legs was this alien that is now at Man City by the name of Gianluigi Donnarumma. He was the difference in that 2 legs. Martinelli,
yeah, but then Saka missed a tap in as well, man. We did have
3 goals. Trossard, Marino late. He was just unbelievable. He was saving everything. And with him gone now, I mean, that kind of gives me a bit more confidence. Our defense, solid. I would back our defense against any attack out there on the planet, including the PSG one, the one that people say is the most electrifying.
We never had Gabriel as well, to be fair. We had a lot of people missing.
Boom. That's another factor that I forgot about the injury. What's his name? Kivio is the one that started. You're right about that. I completely forgotten about Kivio start, and Kivio played. That was when Kivio was unbelievable over those 2 legs. I mean, it's crazy. So our defense, I back them. They give me hope for everything. My one big worry defense wise is how how ready to go my guy Jurrien Timber is, because I know for a fact my manager is pushing hard that he is going to be the starter.
Does he have 90 minutes? Does he have 100 plus if it's extra time and whatnot?
It's
Then where does
how
Mascara
much
come into it?
it's how much can he give me? How much can he give me with that start? Can he give me, if Timber can give us 60, 67, if Timber can give us 75, that would be incredible. That would be
I know this is bad man to say, but give him all the pills, man. All the pills, everything he needs. I don't really care about his World Cup. Like, let's do this thing, man.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, my brother. I am putting myself in Jurrien Timber's shoes. I am Jurrien Timber. I'm not waiting for Deluded to say, give me the pills. I would have stormed into that medical room 2, 3, 5 weeks ago and told them, figure this the hell out, because I am playing in the Champions League final. It's games like these. Forget about the World Cup.
Might never be here before,
you'll
man.
cross that bridge.
Again,
You'll cross that bridge whenever that comes. Whenever that comes, because who knows how far the Netherlands will go in the World Cup. My brother, these are the games where 30, 40, 60 years from now, you see these grays, there's 1 or 2. When the whole dreadlock is gray, I will still be talking about you, your name. You'll be dead, and I'll still be saying your name. That Jurrien Timber in 2006, on one leg, or whatever he injured, on one leg, gave us the greatest 75 minutes of his life. And let me tell you something, Deluded. That right there, just that right there, is worth more than $100 million, $200 million, $300 million. Brother, money comes and goes. To be remembered as an immortal, as somebody that gave his leg or his life for a cause, my brother. That's a feeling I am chasing in life. That is a feeling I am chasing in life. And he has the opportunity. He has the opportunity for that. So I feel good on that front. It's just our attack. What do we do? Do we start my guy Havertz? Do we start my guy Gyökeres? Those are the questions we're asking.
You start Odegaard and Eze.
Who starts on the left?
Will he put Zubi in midfield? Will he stay with Miles Lewis-Kelly?
That one. You know what the funny thing is? I have a feeling he's going to go with the experience. I have a feeling he's going to go.
But this is what I'm saying with Arteta, yeah. And I said this on a stream earlier, and I might be a hypocrite. I said, when it comes to the Premier League, I think the manager has to win you that. Obviously, they both go hand in hand, but I think the manager's got to do it. When it comes to the Champions League, I think the players have got to go do that, because we will get chances, but they have to take them. But where I'm a bit of a hypocrite is I also kind of echoed what you said. Yeah, I know there's managers that have been in the one Champions League final and then went and won it in it. But then you look at Tuchel, you look at Klopp, you look at Pep Guardiola, specifically at Manchester City. Sometimes you kind of have to lose one, if that makes sense. But then my major point was, Mikel Arteta's, you are kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you win. Because I do think he's a bit like Pep in that logic might tell him, and I don't know what logic's telling me. It might be Zubi in midfield with Rice, Kai Havertz up front, maybe even Kai and whatnot. Maybe I can't have Eze and Odegaard, because there are a lot of matchups around the squad, that game that I don't think are talked about. Because we are doing a lot of focus. Maybe it's because of Kvaratskhelia. I think if he was English or Brazilian or something, he'd have more PR. He's a bloody good footballer. And obviously we're missing Timber. But the left-hand side, our left, they're right. They've got Doué. Are you gonna play Calafiori and attack from the jump? Or because you're missing one kind of defender, or Timber we don't know how many minutes, do you bet on Hincapié? So we have 3 good members there just in the trenches. I'm going with Hincapié personally. I don't really care if Calafiori plays, because I like them both. I think Miles Lewis-Kelly has to start because he's in a good moment. You know how much I love Zubi. I just feel it's not even that I just feel it's just not happening for you at this moment in time, innit? I do think these kind of factors are important.
You know how when you're sleeping and you get one of those the wake ups like that, when you're sleeping, oh shit, and you wake up like that. You know what caused that for me today? The thought of him possibly even, because you know your manager Deluded. He overthinks the thought of him possibly even going back 3.
Best gift and best curse.
I have a feeling he's going to cook up something so weirdly different, because that's how Mikel Arteta rolls. And I'm just over here. I jolted up, woken up, and I'm like, okay, if he does do back 3, please let it work. Please let it work. It's like you just don't even know. You don't know with this guy, as you mentioned. I mean, it's left wing. Who do we go? Trossard, Martinelli. Who do we what?
Or do you get Eze in there?
The starter finishes. Eze's another thing. Is Eze even going to start? I don't think he'll start. I think he won't
don't
start.
think
I
Eze
think the
will start.
midfield. I think our midfield will be Rice, Odegaard, and Zubamendi. I think
it's gotta be
that's who
Lewis
starts
Skelly,
for us
man.
in
I love
in
Zubi,
midfield
but
for us.
yeah, I think it's got to be Lewis Skelly, man. I think you got to play. I know he didn't have the best of games against PSG, but he's in a better psychological moment. I know everybody's good at the club right now, but yeah, Zubi is just not happening right now.
Skelly has been unbelievable this last month or two in midfield. When did he step into midfield? When was that first? It was Fulham.
Fulham, innit?
Fulham.
I'm sure it was Fulham at home.
Fulham 3-0, right? Yeah, Fulham.
In the
Fulham,
last run, all the boys have locked in. The squad picked itself.
Ever since Fulham hopped in, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He's been not even put a foot wrong. He's been unbelievable as he's hopped in. But it's been what? It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks because I mean Saturday at Palace for the coronation, that was a fully rotated lineup. But so it's been 2 weeks or so. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna start Zubamendi? Is he gonna start Lewis Skelly? Rice, of course, will start. Odegaard has to start. He's the captain. You know,
does he have
striker,
to start?
Havertz, Gyökeres. What's up?
Does he have to start? I think he has to because of how he presses and all that. Does he actually have to start?
He has to. He's the captain. He has to. He. And it's not even a. Do I want him to start thing? No. Do I? He. You are the captain. You have to start. You have to start. Not only do you have to start, you have to put your hand up and say, I am the captain. I am going to. It's the Champions League final.
That's what I mean, right? That's what I mean, Zah. With every player, the players have to go win it. Every collective player has to want to. Not saying this, but they have to want to die on their swords, and then it will take care of itself.
And we have those deluded. I 1,000% convinced we have those characters in our team. That whole team is that. That whole team. Gabriel, you telling me Gabriel's not up for this? He's up for it. Rice, he's up for this. It's we have. That's what gives me a whole lot of confidence. That's why I've been on parade mode. Bro, I haven't even thought about that game yet. This is the first time. I'll shoot you straight, deluded. It's the first time I've actually, for an extended period of time, actually thought about that PSG game right now. Today. Right now it's Thursday. Almost 10 a.m. in Chicago. This game's on Saturday. The Champions League final is on Saturday. It's Thursday, 10 a.m. in Chicago, and this is the first time I'm really genuinely thinking about it.
48 hours.
This is what these guys have done for me. I literally have, especially after seeing them lift this, I have confidence that these guys want to do it again. I have full, utter, 1,000%. I can bet my life on a type of confidence that these guys want to do it and they will do it.
And then when it comes down to experience as well, experience helps in life. We've been a competitive team. Now we've got over the line. Unfortunately, I wish life worked like this, innit? In every final, every game that we play, we win. But you've had the lows of losing a League Cup final. Last couple of years, you made progress in the champs. It hasn't quite happened. Lord knows there's been so many highs and lows in the Premier League generally, and it's ended on a ridiculous high. Obviously, you're a year removed from when you played PSG. People are fit. There's a bit of experience. I think Saka's words... I don't know for the chat yet, but Saka's words are, I think Saka played a great media game in that when he said, oh, you know who we want. Because that could be interpreted as to what I believe we want to play PSG. But then he might not have been there for that, but he could have been talking about, when we used to get our asses kicked against Bayern Munich. If I assume it's because you want to play PSG and my players want to lift at this table, great. And you're actually right in that. I don't know whether it will work, but I do think Arteta's cooking up something. I do this. Yeah. Fidu. Forgive me for mispronunciations. I do agree with what you're saying about Calafiori and the man-for-man press, but I disagree in that. I don't think you can man-for-man press PSG. I think you can against City. I don't think you can because they switch positions. And if that's the case, let's just say
the front three is very fluid. Exactly. Yeah.
If my man's Due, am I going to do a thing where I'm always following Due on that right-hand side? Or if he goes up front, now we switch over. So it's above my pay grade.
It's going to have to be zonal.
It's a man-for-man thing.
Yeah, it's going to have to be zonal. It's going to have to be zonal. Quick question before I forget, because I want to get your thoughts on this, because I was very upset. I wasn't upset at Arteta's message. That's what you have to say in that moment. But the video that came out from the party that of Arteta saying we'll win the league. That's how you're meant to talk as a manager. What upset me very much is, why is that video out?
Yes, people are leaking, man. You know how it is. When you got a party with all them people, all it takes is someone to send it to their brethren,
Twitter likes.
and now it's on the internet.
Yeah, it was probably just you. It was probably a girlfriend or a brother or whatever that's unknowingly texted to somebody else, and boom.
And he sent it to someone else, and he sent it, and it's gone to someone's brothers, dads, dogs, vet, dentist. It's on social media. It's mad. I love Skelly, but can you handle PSG's pace?
I was doing the opposite. I was looking at all the celebration clips, the ones in Africa, all corners of the globe. I was doing tactics.
Africa, Asia, fuck it, everywhere around the world, because I don't want to just focus on England. I can see that. Don't get twisted. It's mad in England. I can see it, but all over the world. Bearing in mind, we're different time zones. Like Vietnam, when it was confirmed we won the league in England, Lord knows what time it was over there. Mad.
I saw Vietnam, Thailand, everywhere.
All the countries I've never even heard of. Big up everyone around the world. Because it's you lot that I respect. Because you lot watch Arsenal at some stupid times, 3 a.m, and you got to take kids to work and do these things.
Actually, can I just, since we're on this, can I just say this? Because international fans do get a bad rep. They do get a bad rep online and all that. But what people need to realize that, right, is and I hate to use these words. I'm not using this to bring down any other bracket of fans or whatever. It's just more so to highlight.
To know what you're on about.
It's just more so to highlight. But what people need to realize, the people that cuss out, oh, I hate the international stars, I hate this, that. Without the international fan, every single one of your favorite players would be non-existent. There would be no Thierry Henry. There would be no Didier Drogba. There would be no all your legends. You go through the Yaya Toure, Man City, and all that. It would have been just academy graduates. It would have been so for us. Our club legend would be Francis Jeffers. Academy graduates, go and academy graduates only. The international fans are the most important part for the commercial side. So the non-going, the non-stadium fans, non-stadium going fans are actually the most important fans group for the money side of thing. That's where you make the money for the transfers, wages, jerseys, and all that. So the bad rep, of course, the stadium, guys,
because you're gonna go to do the tours and all that stuff, because you're not obviously gonna be able to go there all the time.
And then also the stadium going, and that's not a knock at the stadium. The people that are lucky enough to be in thing, I mean, they go home and away overseas and all that.
That's the thing with human nature, my boy, because it's not even just international fans. It's just human nature to try and prop up one against another.
To try and knock somebody down and bring yourself up.
Yeah, people in this country do. Oh, I'm a season ticket holder. Oh, now I'm a match going fan. Now I go Arsenal away. Now, how many games have you been since 1971? There's always, and like you said with the international fans, there's always some bullshit. To which I would say all of the stuff we've been talking about, Mikel Arteta in or out. Everyone just shut the fuck up and celebrate. These are first world problems now, Remember when the stadium was there, I was at the jacketing and all this fuckery. Now we've got rich problems, bro. We're crying about not winning more silverware. We got a Champions League, a man is saying it ain't sunk in. Champions League final, it ain't sunk in. Look at these problems. So everyone just shut the fuck up, unite, and let's make a meal of this, bro. Like, it's like tasting steak for the first time.
I didn't want to get too in the weeds of that, but I've been seeing a lot of flack and a lot of online. It's online, folks. The people I met. That's the thing. Is online is not real life.
It's not real life, bro.
Online, folks. It's not real life. You go there. I've been there multiple. I was there over Christmas. I went to 4 or 5 games. I was there the previous Christmas. I've been there the last 2-3 Christmases, going to games and all that. And the people you meet at the stadiums, very nice, very welcoming. The second day, 100%. You came in from America. It ain't like, oh, get out. Oh, get the proper fans.
Romeo, an Arsenal fan, they're with you.
Yeah, and then you started getting invited to pubs, on game days that I had planned on heading back to Kent at 6 p.m. I ended up going to Kent, catching the 11 p.m., 12 p.m. The train, because I've had a gas with these guys. It was crazy. So shout out to everybody, and let's not bring each other down.
Exactly, man. Exactly. There's just no need for that. And For me, I welcome the new problems because we've won the Prem. I can only deal with the reality in it. The next question is I don't care about the external noise because for the last 4 years, Arteta, in fact, since you've been here, the gaffer really, but 4 years fighting for a title, since he's been here 6 years, and the players that are either here now, been on the journey or whatever, they've never subscribed to the outside noise in it. For us, it's just the new questions now. We done it once. We finally got over the line and beat those hurdles. Can we do it again? Because I think we've all said it now. One thing people like to do is, everyone's going to improve. No doubt. Like, if I just say some things to you, ZAH, Xabi Alonso reminds me of Mikel Arteta in 2019. Granted, Chelsea got a lot of things to pattern
I was just telling my guy that, the Chelsea fan in the Barstool office on my way back from TV. I was telling him that.
More games, but I don't know what he could do in a full season. City, they're not got Pep anymore, but they're still City. Everyone's going to be about. But when you look at the stability of the squad and stuff, it feels like we've jumped the hurdles. So naturally, there's a case where we can improve it again. But what I would say, nobody's happy with our attack. Nobody's happy with the attacking tactics. None of our attackers showed any real consistency throughout the season. Big them all up because they mocked in. I only say that to say this. When this all clicks, what do man think this is going to happen? What do people think is going to happen?
You see, so the position that we're in, Deluded, which I like right now. So you mentioned, hey, that's my guy. I was hoping I was going to run into him on the streets, man. Listen, I need him to be unbearable. He need to be seeing constant tweets from Miguel because this guy has been through shit, bro. This guy
he's been in the war still. He's been in the trenches.
People try go out of their way and they flirt with the line of trying to, making it personal, dragging him, trying to embarrass him and all that.
No, what annoys me about Gal could say the sky's blue and people try to draw him out, man.
For me, if there's anyone, for me personally, of course, you never want to rank your folks and all that and then whatever. But for me personally, out of people I consume, people I watch and all, very few. There's a few folks up there. Igal for the work he's been doing this past 4 or 5 years for the manager. This motherfucker is at the top of my list.
Igal deserves his flowers, man. He's that's one guy that needs to make sure he's at the parade.
The crap that he's been through. But yeah, so on our thing, right? So where we're at squad wise, what you were alluding to, the whole can we do it again and all. What I like, you mentioned the attack.
Is once we evolve, and I know Arteta's cooking up something.
You mentioned the attack, bro. It's not like where we're at now. It's not like where we were at like 5-6 years ago. We don't need an overhaul. We don't need an overhaul anywhere in the field.
There needs to be more outgoing.
It's just now tinkering.
The incoming's got to be
just now
like
tinkering.
Some real sexy players now.
It's literally just tinkering. If we tinker like one player comes in or tinker this, that, one little tiny change could change the outlook of what our attack looks like today, which is where we're like. And as you said, Xabi Alonso comes in, he reminds you of Arteta at the thing. Have my question now, is to see whether for that whole thing to work out for him is to see whether the Chelsea owners themselves have bought in. Are they still going to be in their old ways where they're the ones that pick the players, they buy the player and they tell the manager, hey, use this player.
Because we allow them to make mistakes.
Or they're actually going to give Xabi if they give Xabi the keys, we're in trouble, but we still have time because it's still a mess. It's a mess over there. So there's still time kind of deal. And you look around Carrick too. How is he going to cope? How is he going to cope playing? Brother, he was playing 1 game a week. That guy had 5-6 days on the training ground.
Now United fans still ain't been able to cut his hair though. And for all the Man United fans out there, sorry to cut you off before you go on. Yeah, I just want to ask you lot because when Spurs were about to get relegated and they won Europa League and we ended up silverwareless, I just want to say, has Crystal Palace had a more successful season than Manchester United? All that matters is silverware, etc. But I cut you off. Go on. That was just a side.
That was no, and that was the tweet. Deluded. That was the tweet. I just sent it back in my group chat. This press conference, it takes me back to the press conference with Arteta. I probably can't show it too much because they'll think that was the press conference when they asked him, did Tottenham finishing second? Oh, it's like, somebody, the lady was like, somebody told me to ask you finishing second or Tottenham finishing whatever they finished, who had a better season.
Everything they used against us, Arsenal fans return it back in blood. And you know what? Someone mentioned Stan, yeah? Berta, Mikel Arteta, all your coaching staff, players, Stan and Josh Kroenke, big up yourself.
The Stan, the Josh Kroenke, Josh, yes. Josh.
No, you have
Josh,
to
I'll
big up
cross it.
Stan.
Josh, I'll
You
cross
have to
that
big up
bridge.
Stan,
Stan,
though.
Stan, I'm still too bitter deluded.
You
Stan,
have
I'm
to
still
big him
too
up.
bitter.
Because
I'm still too
realistically,
bitter deluded.
no, you have
I
to. Because
can't,
big
bro.
up Josh. Josh
I can't.
clearly cares a
Josh,
lot
yes.
more in it.
Josh,
Like,
yes. Josh, yes.
no, but you have to big him up because Josh clearly cares a lot. He's got a good relationship with Mikel Arteta. For what I think used to be PR, you're talking and then you're delivering. But then let's be honest, yeah. Big up Josh. We all know, God forbid, we've all got to
Josh,
die
yes.
one day. We
Josh,
all
big
know,
up.
but we all know when Stan Kroenke leaves this earth, you know, Josh is going to inherit all
Josh
these
fully
things.
takes
Let's
over.
be brutally honest. It is Stan Kroenke's club. He is
Yeah, give
sending
me-
his son to go do his thing. So I have to big up Stan because you trusted your son. I big up Josh more, but I have to give Stan his flowers. You can
Nah,
be
but he has
silent,
to
Stan.
listen. He has to take
You
his
can't
licks.
go on
He has
about the past, man.
deluded. He has to take his licks. He has to take his licks for the first what? For the first 10 or so from
Yeah,
07
but I'll be
to
real, Zah. Even
to the
looking
Super
back in
League.
hindsight, yeah, because there was times I wanted the KSC out. I was still on there. I still maintain everything at the time and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really do. But when I look back and I look at the whole, you wasn't whole. It took you a minute
Yeah,
to
you didn't
own
have
the
full
club
ownership.
completely,
Yeah,
and you was going against
But
Usmanov.
we
And then when
we
you
were
deep
the ones that were deluded. What do us guys as fans care about that, bro? We were the ones
no,
that
no,
were
but it
suffering
makes
because of
sense.
that.
Oh, when they became, in hindsight, when they became 100% owners, Declan Rice is landing.
Yeah.
This is landing.
Yeah.
From a business point of view, whether I agree or not, I understand not wanting to overcommit until that game of chicken between Osmanov and all these people and etc. etc. I ain't saying they're perfect. I'm not saying they don't need to hold licks. I'm just saying if I'm giving Josh his flowers for everything he's done being on the ground, I have to give Stan. Stan, I don't care if you're at the games or not. I don't even care about Josh. We wanted this from Stan and Josh all the way to Richard Garlick and Andrea Berta and all them guys to Arteta and his coach stuff, the players. You man are on what we need you to be on. This is why the stadium's buzzing. This is why fans around the world can finally fucking believe in Arsenal and want to put your money back in this thing to the point where I can actually buy the shirts again. Because remember in August, what did I say to you? This is the first year that I'm not buying the shirts because I need something back now. So now I can get the kit.
Brother, I actually waited 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours at the Armory. I was like, I'll wait.
You can't even get one in the UK no more.
I had nothing to do. Well, I mean, it was also nice just being in and around fans and in that area. I had nothing. I'd already come out that day that far. So I was like, I'm doing it. I have to do it. I have to get this one specifically from the Armory. But on the Josh and Stan thing, for me personally, it's the whole are you thinking am I thinking rationally? Am I thinking with my head or my heart? My head says everything that you said is 10,000% correct. Everything that you said is 10,000% correct, but it's my heart that is still holding on to the bitterness where I just ignore my head completely. I was like, this freaking old man, because of his stupid ass power struggle with the Russian oligarch, he could have
but then looking back, it makes put yourself. I'm a big fan of putting myself in other people's shoes, you know.
Yeah,
it makes sense. I've come into this club. This ain't me talking. This is okay. I'm American. Not that there's anything wrong with being American.
Yeah.
I'm American. All my other American billionaire friends, they're starting to invest in sports teams. Okay, Arsenal, they've always been that self-sustaining model, blah, blah, blah. I've bought X amount of shares. Usmanov is on a power trip like me. Something's got to give in it. I'm going to be patient. Usmanov ultimately did it. Now, all right, raw. Josh, you like Arteta, yeah? All right, going from a head coach to a manager. Now, let's pattern up the P's and whatever. Bring in Berta. And this is where it gets exciting because if we can move Gabriel Jesus, Reece Nelson, couple man off the books, we can really start to do things. Once we fix up our academy even more, which is producing talent, what I mean by that is for the ones that don't make it at this club, they're bringing us 10, 20, 30 million. Or Marquinhos isn't the best example, but you're bringing someone for 3 million from Brazil and you're making 30 million, bro. I can't lie, it's getting lit for Arsenal Football Club.
Marquinhos, you're forgetting we got a certain Gabriel Martinelli for £5 million.
Yeah, but that needs to become the minimum. That used to be us. You lose count out of we found the fucking Brazilian that is eligible to play for Croatia in Croatia. We found, with the greatest of respect to these countries, we found Haleb in Belarus or someone from Belarus that's obviously
one
in
of
Germany.
my favorite players. One of my favorite.
This is what I'm talking about. I know the dynamics have changed, but I've seen Due, Mahrez, Kante. We need to be sourcing these guys on the scouting team or the ones of tomorrow, or you need to be putting down 100+ million now, bro.
And it's looking like that shift this last 2 or so years might be over now that
And he's
they're
right.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now that he saw it himself. He can see it for himself. They asked
Big
him,
up
he's like,
Berta as well.
did you see Kenya? Did you see? Once he sees that, he knows. Just keep pumping money, it'll pump back. But I do like you are right about the academy thing. And it looks like I think it was since I think that also might be a part of the reason why Mertesacker is being moved on.
There's clearly a reshuffle.
I liked him. I liked him as
wanted to upgrade in his position, and they said,
Yeah.
there's not a space for you like that, Gigi.
Yeah, I liked him as a player, but academy wise, I don't know. But it looks like we're reshifting because look, we got them two twins. We got them two twins. We're competing
from Ireland as well.
Where my beef was with us is we weren't competing at the scholarship
We're
level.
not competing enough. Our under 21s results have been shambolic. Our under 18s is poor. There needs to be better there.
We weren't competing for the 15 to 17-year-olds, the 14 to 17-year-olds in the country. Our contracts were not competitive enough for our academy. That's why we'd lose out to Chelsea and all that. That's why Cobham is a better academy than us in London, man. Because they pay. We almost lost out to Ethan. We almost lost out Ethan because we weren't paying. But it looks like
he might be sold in the summer, God forbid.
I see the new two twins. I see that the Leicester kid. You saw the Leicester kid. What's his name? Monga,
Bring him.
That kid. Apparently, I hear he's good. We got another kid.
I'd even let him stay in League One for a year. Bring him though. He's gonna be
and loan him. Yeah, we got another kid. I think he's a Mexican kid. He's a Hispanic kid. Muniz, or he's like 14 or something. He's coming through. That's good.
And for England's under 16.
We really I like this focus on the academy for the players, as you said, for those guys that we then sell for 20 million, 30 million to clear out a FFP.
I wanted to ask you as well, because a lot is said. Obviously, we've got over the line now. They said our defense. They do say in one breath they say defense wins titles, but then they say what Arsenal is doing is not sustainable. We've shown that at least for this season it is, right? What do you think for next season? Do you think Arteta is going to double down on this defensive approach, or do you feel because we've done it after 4 years in the 22-year drought, we can kind of breathe a bit? There's going to be a bit more attacking flow because you can make a case for both.
Listen, it's a false. The whole perception.
As long as we win the league again, I don't care personally because nobody cares. At any point in the last 2 weeks, have you cared? No one's cared.
Not at all. So I hate that perception because it's like, oh, I don't buy into those narratives. I don't think we're defensive at all. I don't think we rely on corners at all. We play football. So how I see it is we play football the way we play our football. Right? We play football the way we play our football. In certain games where we aren't playing well at all, open play wise. I mean, a game is played over 90 minutes. That ball is live for 90 minutes diluted. So for certain games that we're not playing well, open play wise, 90 minutes, we have worked hard enough on our set pieces to be good enough so that we can exploit that angle while things ain't working out on this side. Even when things are working out, that's the thing, is that right? People try to highlight the corners. People highlight the corners in the games that we're not playing. Don't give us those corners or defend. But we also score. But we also score. Diluted. We also score corners. We also score corners in games that we're playing well and scoring open play goals.
Yeah.
So it's like they're picking and choosing when they highlight this and all that. It's
I've gone past rational football debate. Just come get your prem back. If we only got corners and Rice can't pass the ball forward and Saka's overrated and this about Zubi and this about Gyökeres and Kai, we're not good at football. Come get your prem back. Because that means by their logic, this is the best feat I've seen in years. Just come get your prem back.
I like that last sentence from Romain. This one: football purism is a choice, not a requirement, kind of thing, and that's relative. Football purism.
Where did sexy football get us? I'm not even saying I like what we're doing right now, but where did it get us? This got us to
sexy football. Sexy again. Sexy. The word sexy. All this things that the narratives they form. All of that is relative.
Who plays sexy football at the bigger clubs? Because Chelsea
what
don't.
I find sexy and you find sexy diluted are two completely different things.
United
two completely different things. What we do is we play effective football. And let me tell you something.
Bournemouth,
Effective
Brentford, them kind of
football-
teams play the most attractive football in the league, if anything.
effective football is sustainable. So for all those people that are saying, "Oh, this is not sustainable," and all that, we're not defensive, we're not attacking, we're not this, that. We are a very good team that plays effective football. We score corners when we're playing well. We score corners when we're not playing well.
I've been doing it
You
for
guys
years as
don't
well,
like
so
what
it's
you
evolved.
guys don't like is when we score corners. What they don't like is when we score corners when we're not playing well, because they
There was
think
even
they
a period
have,
we wasn't bagging from corners.
yeah.
And Spurs have
Boom.
scored the
That's
same
actually,
amount of corners, if not
my
more,
brother,
against us.
this
Clearly,
second
we're
half
doing
of-
some other stuff better because we're literally worlds apart. Their manager's
This
saying
second half-
not getting relegated is better than winning a trophy.
this second half of this season, we barely scored anything, and yet we're Mr. Set Piece again. Ole ole. We won our last out of our last games from the City game. We won everything. We won every single game. Where they told us this is it. You remember when
I
Haaland
rate
was
us for
walking around-
locking in. I
Haaland-
didn't
Haaland
think
was
they had
walking
it in
around
them
like
to
this.
lock in like that.
Haaland was walking around like this. Where if it was raining, if it
And
was
doing
fucking raining in Manchester, his nose was so high he would have drowned if it was raining. and he was
Bernardo
walking around like
Silva,
this, thinking he's
Rodri.
done it.
Who else is there? I actually like Haaland. I think he's someone that you
No,
go
I
to
like
war
it.
with
Yeah,
and buy a drink.
No,
But
I like
Rodri,
him a lot.
Bernardo Silva, Cherky, come outside. We have to speak about this.
Bernardo, I don't like.
Bernardo's
I like
big.
Haaland's
I like
fine.
Cherky. I
Bernardo,
just
I
think
don't like.
Bernardo's a bit. And Rodri spoiled.
Cherky, I like. Cherky, I like. Bernardo's the one that I don't like. But it's like, that moment that they thought they had us, we didn't lose after that game.
I'm so happy
We
we
literally
won
haven't lost after that game.
error as well.
Did we draw? Who did we draw?
When you look at the end facts, if it went to the last day of the season, because a lot of people, including myself, we was talking at the parade like, oh, thank the Lord, man, Villa, they're going to be drunk.
We still
They
would have
just won
won
a
it.
European trophy. And they were drunk and still bopped them. We finished 7 points clear, where really we should have been a lot more. So we need to be happy this season, take the good and make it great, address the evident areas of improvement, and make sure we're not flashing the pan. I'm not trying to be like slot at Liverpool. I want to sit here this time next year and say Parade V2.
It's called Arsenal derangement syndrome. When anything Arsenal related happens, all logic just goes away. They start doing gymnastics. Looking 2 months ahead, saying, "Oh, Glasner, go play your full team. You have to play your full team because Arsenal can't win the league." 2 months ahead, brother. That game didn't even matter.
It was over. Say nothing about Emery when the shoe's on the other foot.
Shamelessly for 2-3 months, they were harassing this poor man, asking him, bro, this game was a month out, asking him, yo, who are you going to play? Who are you going to start? Who are you going to start against Arsenal? Who are you going to start against Arsenal?
The media's always been against us.
I have to do what's best for Crystal Palace.
The media's always been against us, but it's okay. It's cool. Be against us.
It's insane, which is why I completely forgot that we are playing the Champions League on Saturday, and I have been just walking around with this thing in my pocket, showing everybody that I am a Premier League champion. Everywhere I go, this is with me. When I reach my home, when I get back home, I carry this in my pocket. I leave it. I have a little stand, where you can put like pictures at your door and all that. That's where it lives. I place it right there at my door so that each time you walk past my apartment, this is a home of the Premier League champion. That's what I've been doing all week. Bro,
you deserve this.
I've been gassed, but it's and you know what? The scary part is I have this one. I might have to order another one in a couple days. How am I gonna be walking around? I'm walking around Chicago with 2 trophies in my hand. That's crazy.
We need it. So then that leads me to ask you my next and final question then. Score predictions for Saturday, broski. My heart is saying 2-1 Arsenal. My head is telling me 2-0 PSG.
Where did I do I did a preview?
I just really want to think with my
on
heart.
Frank the Tank's I don't know if you're up to speed with the Barstool world, but you've probably seen him go viral and all that. The big dude we have, Frank the Tank. So he's a newborn. He started following Arsenal when we got troops and we were streaming together. So he'd come and just sit in the cave, and also he had me on yesterday just to talk about how London was and all that. And I gave a prediction there. with my actual goal scorers too, and I think I'm sticking to that one. It's a bit better. It's somewhat in line with yours, but just a bit better in the sense that I don't think they'll score. I went 2-0. I went 2-0. Gabriel Martinelli scores the first goal. Mikel
I hope
Merino
you're
comes.
right, but not PSG not scoring is crazy, bro.
My brother. When
I hope
David
you're right,
Raya, when I see David Raya put those gloves on and he stands in between the posts, my heart just settles down. And David Raya, I trust. I fear nobody. When I see Raya, I see Saliba, I see Gabriel. No attack fears. I don't fear any attack. Deluded. I'm going 2-0. Martinelli scores the first one. Merino from injury comes on as a sub.
I'd love Merino to do that.
Scores the second, and we win the Champions League 2-0.
You're gassing me, man. You're gassing me. Where can people find you, Zal, man? This has probably been our best stream. Where we've just been smiling.
Zimbo, bro, I'm so excited, bro. At the Midget Zimbo, at the Midget Zimbo, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, I think I have a Facebook now. I
TikTok as well.
On there. I don't pay attention on the Facebook. TikTok, everywhere. You'll be seeing a lot of this on those socials because I am a champion.
We need to get Zah a bigger one, man. We need to get Zah a bigger one. Big up Zah. Big up the chat. Hopefully Saturday's great. But I'm going to leave you lot with this. If we win the Champions League, amazing. If we lose, there's still a party in N5. And don't let them gaslight you to believe anything else in it. So, yeah. Any last words?
Thank you for having on, my bro. Thank you for having me on, man.
Family. It makes sense. I've had you here when we've lost games. We don't know where we're turning. Only makes sense when we get our little day out in the sun, bro.
I've said this before and I'll say it again, bro. You hit me up for anything in life. It may be to come up on stream. If I see a message from Deluded, I have time for you, my brother. I have time for you, my bro.
Appreciate you, my boy, man. Appreciate you. And we're going to get you on again, man. We're going to listen. The Arsenal OGs are always here.
I'm hoping it's gonna be even more energetic than this and happier than this, bro.
But I don't want to dream. I don't want to dream about the Champions League. I don't. But if we do it, oh Lord God, oh Lord, chat, big up yourselves as well. You lot are the real MVPs as well. Me and Zah might be two friends talking.
Listen, on the way out, make sure you drop a like, man. If you hadn't dropped the like, make sure you're following Zah.
So on that note, we're gone. Zah, one love. Enjoy your day, my boy. In a bit.
Peace out, my bro.
See you at the parade, man. The chat as well.